Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Hot 97. I'm
Hello.
Peter Rosenberg.
Hi, I'm Cypher Sounds.
Absol is here.
What's going on?
Absol.
Fellas.
I just learned something very interesting about Absol.
What's that?
He has a very sensitive eyes.
Okay.
Do you know that?
I heard him talking about it when I walked in.
Oh, yeah, you were sitting here when I was talking to him about it.
What does that mean, sensitive eyes?
It's pretty much the reason why I always wear shades.
It is not just because you're a douchebag.
No, not entirely because I'm a douchebag.
Partially also because of light sensitivity.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, the D in TDE is douchebag.
That is true.
Isn't that right?
Yeah,
You'll
that's
probably
true.
be killed for saying that. He's
That's
joking.
true.
That was a full-on joke. I just want to be clear.
There's a few different antonyms we like.
What is
use, you know
TDE?
what I'm saying? First and foremost, Top Dog Entertainment.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Top Dog's the OG.
Oh, no, I met Top Dog. I met you and Top Dog at the same time when I stumbled into the Kendrick Lamar in-store at the Best Buy store.
Yo, I remember that.
Yeah,
I walked in by
yeah.
accident and I was like, oh, this guy was on my show this morning.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
So
word.
that day when you were like, because I remember I get to work. Syph does nothing. I get to work that day, and we're talking about what we did last night. Syph's like, I ran through the Kendrick Best Buy.
Yeah, I was up in there.
I was like, really? Because, Kendrick's my dude. I was like, Syph, he's never particularly interested in anything. And you're like, really? You just went into Best Buy to get something, and they happened to be there. And you're like, let me go say what's up. How did you get down with TDE? How did that come to pass?
Actually, Soundwave, our in-house producer, one of our main guys, he's like one of my closest friends is his cousin, and he was making beats early on, like when we were real young, like middle school, and he was like making beats on his PlayStation, and you know what I'm saying, we was rapping, so we kind of built a relationship there, and as we got older, he built a relationship with TDE, and he just brought me in.
Boom.
And I just stuck.
Who are you closest with in TDE?
Punch. If you talk just members in general, like I think me and Punch probably like connect the deepest. You know?
And what about artists? What about for all the people that people know? Kendrick, the Schoolboy, etc.
Them all my brothers. We probably get a, you know what I'm saying.
Everyone's cool.
Yeah, it's probably an equal thing.
Now
You on the road with Kendrick now?
No, I did the BET Music Matters tour last year,
Right.
with Kendrick, but I'm not on the road right now. I'm just taking like little spot dates.
Oh, nice.
Got SOBs on.
Yeah.
What was that, Wednesday?
So yeah. So things have, and then of course Kendrick has a show tomorrow
at Roseland Ballroom.
tomorrow night at Roseland Ballroom.
2 times.
Yeah, he's doing 2 shows.
Yeah, it's
Have
cool.
things gotten crazy? Has it have you felt a dramatic change in the camp?
Yeah.
Since Kendrick album killed.
Yeah, it's like crazy. Like just like talking about the Best Buy thing, because I strolled in there late too. So it was like I was going up the escalator, and it was like kids coming down, and they started like running back up the escalator.
Yeah, it was
like
madness.
it was like madness, like, you know what I'm saying? So
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all all tight for the longest, all coming up together. Then the first one to come out is now a superstar.
superstar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where everyone knows who he is.
Absolutely.
And he's still just your boy, Kendrick.
Word.
It got to feel crazy now. Like, people pulling from every different direction.
Yeah, it's great. But I mean, we talked about this for a long time.
Like, you knew it was going to happen.
We were very conditioned for this, you know what I'm saying? So
That's good.
But and you've got, you're no slouch either with the following. People are pretty like I hear more people drop your name, like up and comers, artists and fans of music who are just
Word.
always like, oh, who do you like? Absol. Your name comes up quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot.
Word, yeah, because I mean I've been right there, you know. So you know if you're a real big fan of Kendrick, you'll know who I am, you know, because I've been right there. You know?
Now I know rappers generally have pride, and don't even with their friends, they don't necessarily always like to put them all the way over because everyone thinks of themselves in a highlight.
Word.
However, you are in a crew with the guy who may be the hands down best of this generation.
Maybe, yeah.
Like a guy who it's hard to just be like, yeah, we rhyme together, me, him. Kendrick's kind of in a pretty separate, rarefied air, if you will.
Yeah, for real.
Are there ever moments, do you think about it like that ever? Like, do you know in rhyming next to him, you have to be at your highest level possible? Or do you just think of him as the homie, or is it some sort of combination?
When I first heard K Dot, I thought that he was arguably, he could potentially be one of the best ever. First time I heard him, like the first few records. He was so young, we were so young at the time, and like we're talking about the pride, you know what I mean? I'm a rapper too, and I aspire to do well. So listening to him for the first time really kind of humbled me, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, like, okay, I'm not the only one that's really serious about my craft. You feel what I'm saying? And he's continued to be that consistently, throughout our entire relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I still, I'm still heavily inspired by him all the time.
I just picture someone trying to get around with Kendrick for the first time, and
you're
linking up, and you're like, oh, let me check this dude out. See
exactly.
I'm on next. You jump on. I got you.
Exactly.
And then at the end, you're like. you just jump on. You regress to like 1980s rap.
Exactly.
You're like, hip hop.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, I'm sorry. I
It's
don't know
really
where to
like
go.
that. No, it's really like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a real man. He's a real, very rare dude, for real. Seriously.
How much weed do you smoke?
I smoke a lot of weed, man. I try to I aspire to make Snoop tap out.
Oh my God.
I mean, I know it probably, he's probably like a lot older now, so it ain't technically, you know what I'm saying? But I
It's
know
not the
he's
same.
still,
Maybe it won't be the same thing, but still.
yeah, right, yeah.
Listen, it still counts as a victory, man. Even
Exactly.
even if someone comes along and beats Floyd Mayweather right now,
Yeah, it's still,
it's still beating Floyd Mayweather, man.
for real.
So Snoop is still Snoop.
Right.
Who Action smokes a lot.
Yeah, that's my boy. He actually hooks me up every time I come out here too. For real.
Yeah.
Shout out to Action.
So do you smoke more than Action? You guys in the same kind of category?
Yeah, we're probably around the same. But like I smoke backwoods. He smokes like joints.
He's on and the G pen. He's always with the G pen.
in the G pen. Yeah, so he's
I don't
he has
know
a
if you
cleaner
smoke
approach.
enough as much as him, because when we interviewed him, he was smoking at the time.
Right.
He had the G pen, so he could smoke
Yeah,
right here.
I don't really like.
You like the whole smoking experience.
I like to smoke like blunts, like you know what I mean, like like leaves, backwoods.
Wow, backwoods. My boy. Shout out to my boy Camber, the person who got me to smoke for the first time, who still smokes backwoods. It's a lot of tobacco. Like, it's a leaf.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but I mean,
you don't know. It's a lot
Very
in your
leafy.
lung.
it is. But I mean, you gotta it's very thin in essence too. So if you learn how to twirl it, man, you could make it hit like a joint too. Like it's
So you're a master with the backwoods.
Master. That's a strong word.
But you're not new to this. You're true to this.
Definitely not new to this, but true to this.
All right. So what do you have coming in? What's next for Ab-Soul?
I'm working on a project. I had a project in the cut, a collaboration album with Jameson. We're still trying to work it out on the management side of things, but I'm working on a solo album as well, and I'm gonna just be running around the country, just taking little spot dates here and there. Like we said, we got SOBs on Wednesday. Kendrick is gonna be at Roseland Ballroom tomorrow.
Well, what were you doing in the lab with DJ Premier?
Well, I didn't get to get in with Premier. I was at Premier Studios. That's okay. Yeah, that's
sorry.
There
you
you
Premier
go. Yeah.
Studios.
Shout out to Primo though. I got to meet him
you did get to meet him though.
I got to meet Primo at the BET thing, the Cypher.
Oh, at the Cypher. That's
he
right.
He DJ'd the Cypher. Yeah, but I was up there just giving out verses for all the homies. I guess I won't spill all
All
the
of them,
beans
but
complete. Yeah, but
You've been putting in work out here.
Yeah, putting in a little bit of work.
Must feel good that so many people want to have you on songs though. Like you are a very popular feature to get these days.
Yeah, for real. So I mean, I don't take that lightly. You know what I mean? It's definitely time to show.
Even that day when we was in Best Buy, the whole label, all the security, everybody was around Kendrick, and he strolled in, and then like he had like his own mob behind him. Like it was like a double mob. Security was like, "What's going on?" And like Ab-Soul just walked in, and like we was by the 60-inch TVs. Like they was trying to get out of the store, and it was madness.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, Schoolboy Q was trying to carry one of those TVs out
He
of his back.
wasn't. He was probably. I didn't see him.
Q didn't. He wasn't.
He wasn't there, right?
He wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy that you guys all have a following. I mean, that's
Yeah. I mean,
But
that was the vision.
Different than Schoolboy or Kendrick fans, or like
Yeah,
I'm sure you have some of the same.
Yeah.
But are there like Ab-Soul fans that might not like Kendrick or Schoolboy?
It's like that on all sides. And
That's crazy.
that's what we wanted ultimately. We didn't want it to just be like a
The
group.
same thing, like right?
You know what I'm saying? More of a Wu-Tang, NWA type of thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But just try to really, stay consistent with it. You know what I mean?
Man, you're on your way.
Sure.
Yeah, just lend us some money, some weed. Send us some extra women.
I'm gonna have that. You know what I mean? Just keep, keep
that's
running into me. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Absol, ladies and gentlemen. Catch him Wednesday at SOBs. Good seeing you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Turn up.